So now let's look at the task. So that's it for that's it for the learning session. So let's look at our task for the week. So as I mentioned before, every week we'll have a task. So now we're in International Women's Week, right? I'm sure we all know that. So it's Women's Week. So, and our task for this week is, sorry. All right, so our task for this week is to create a tweet or opinion campaign for International Women's Day, just in support of women. So your story, so we've learned about story, right? So you have to think of a story you want to write for this campaign. So it could be fiction, it could be non-fiction. So it could be about you if it's not fiction. So, or you could just create a fictional character. So create something. Now, the goal of your campaign is to encourage people to support women, right? Encourage, especially men, encourage them to take action for women. So you could use yourself as a story. Of course, people may not know it's you, so you could create a different name. It could be an experience, something you have experienced before, maybe at your workplace, or how a woman suffers in the community, or how women are marginalized, all right? So if, for example, if I'm to write a story about women, I will use my mom's story. My mom is late, and while growing up, she was told to step down her education because her parents had limited resources. So she was asked to step down so that her younger brother could progress. So the responsible, because they believe that women's place is not really in school. So women's place should be in the market, in the kitchen. So she was told to learn a trade, to go to do farm and learn a trade, so her brother can progress. And eventually, her brother became a professor. Imagine. So why she learned a trade, and even up to there, she could neither read nor write. But her brother was a professor, became a vice chancellor of a university, and all that. So that's just, if I'm to write a story, that is what I will write about, how a woman's life could be shut down because of her gender. And it happens. So don't say, oh, so I've used myself as an example, for example, knowing that this thing happened and it's still happening, and it will still happen in the future, where women are told to take the back seat, or we create an environment where it's difficult for women to participate in whatsoever the men are participating in. For example, look at politics. Our politics are so hard in such a way that many women will not want to participate or take part in our electionary system. So just create a story, fiction or non-fiction, write a story, and your call to action should be either you want people to share a tweet as a sign of support for women, or you want to just them to share their opinion about the story you have created. So I'm going to show us how to create story. All right. So I'll just I'll stop this now. But if you have any question, you could ask. Okay. If you have any questions so far, you could ask. But I'm going to share my screen so you could see how to create campaign on I Take Actions. So if I may ask, do we all have our actions registered on I Take Actions already? I'm not sure I saw anyone requesting for approval. Do we? Somebody's hand is still raised. So let me start with, if you're lower, have you created your organization's profile on I Take Action?
Yes, I have. I registered. I signed it with my Gmail.
Yes. So have you registered on your organization? So
okay.
So when you create an account, okay. So you log in. So for example, if you check my profile drop-down menu, you see that I already have an organization created. So right. I'm not going to create. So let me see if I can get page expired.
Okay, so I can see that register an organization. Okay, yes. So because I'm on the website.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, now I get it. So I'll do that immediately after this class. Okay, I thought it was just to register.
No, so please, everyone, try and create your. Sorry. Try try and log in. So log in into I Take Actions, all right? Then when you log in, go to your menu drop down. So just click on your name, you see menu drop down, then you click on your organization. That's if you have already created an account for your organization before. But if you have not created an account for your organization, so you will see, instead of seeing your organization, you will see register your organization or register an organization. So just follow the process, register, upload your save the document. So we'll just check to make sure that your organization is actually registered with CAC. Then your organization will be approved. When it's approved, you will get a notification, okay? Then once it's approved, we'll also upgrade your account, because when you join, you get free access to I Take Actions. But to be able to use some features of the platform, you need to upgrade. But like one of the benefits of joining the fellowship is that you'll be upgraded for free for the next 1 year. So once that is done, so you go to your organization, okay? And from there, you click on new campaign. So because I already have some campaigns that I ran before in the past, so I have some list of campaigns, but for you to be fresh, okay, so you go to a new campaign. If you just want to update your organizational settings, please go and you go to update organizational settings, and you can put a banner. So if you put a banner and all that, this is what you may see. So you can put a banner in your organizational profile, put a banner, put your name, put a brief info about you, about your organization. So if I go to a new campaign, if I click on new campaign, this is what you will see. So you enter your campaign title. So this campaign title will also form your slug. Okay, so just don't make it too long. Just put something. It could be, let it be an action statement. It could be support women, or how you can support women. Just anything you want to title the campaign as. All right. Then your story is your article. All right. What we have talked about just now is that's the article on your campaign. So look for a catchy story. Remember the story we watched just now. The story says, what is the title of that story again? I think something about pride. Let me see. It said putting pride aside, one father story. So just title your story the best way you can, but make it catchy. Okay. Make it catchy. So title your story, that's the article title. Then after you have written your article, maybe you can use the Microsoft Word to write, or you can write directly here, but I prefer you write in the Microsoft Word. Then paste, you can just paste in the article body. Okay, so that's the only 3 things you are entering in the basic settings section. The campaign title of your story, the article story, then the body of your story. So you can format it the way you want, you can bold. So any part, you can format any part the same way you can format on Microsoft Word. Then you move to next tab. Okay, you go to next tab, which is the campaign settings. You now choose your campaign type. So I said you can create either a tweet or an opinion campaign. So you can either create a tweet or opinion. So if I'm creating a tweet, this is what I will have. Just enter the tweet you want people to share. You get, enter just the tweet you want people to share, and you are limited to 266 characters. Okay, but if you are creating an opinion campaign, repetition, opinion. So if you are entering opinion, the only thing you need to add there is just a question. So what do you want them to share? What's the opinion you want them to share? So I can say you want them to share maybe their experience with women, or as a woman. So what has been your experience working with men or women? So it depends on who is answering. If it's a woman that is talking, she wants to share her own story, how working with men has been. All right. If it's a woman, so if it's a man that is sharing, want to share our own story, how working with his own opinion, working with women have been. So that could be, if that is your goal for the campaign. So this is just an example, so you must not do this. So, but remember, your campaign will either be a tweet or an opinion. Okay. So if it's a if it's a tweet, so let's see how a tweet would look like, basically. So if it's a tweet, so you will have something, this is a tweet, all right? This is a tweet campaign, for example. So you see, we use an image here. We have a title, we use an image, story was short. And so this was our article, the tweet we want people to share, okay? On the right-hand side, you see the tweet we wanted people to share. But if it's an opinion, for example, so this is how the opinion page would look like if it's opinion you are sharing. So we also use an image in this campaign. There was a title, we use an image, then that's our story there. Then this was the opinion we wanted people to share.